Okay, good morning, Professor Toates, Fred.
Oh, good morning.
Nice to see you.
And
Yeah,
you?
I already told you I want to ask you 5 questions about the pages the students have to learn from your work. And the first question is, can you introduce yourself?
I can indeed, yes. Name is Frederick Toates. I'm more usually called Fred by everybody, except when it's written down. I'm a retired professor of psychology at the Open University in England, which is in Milton Keynes, a town about 60 kilometers northwest of London. That, in a nutshell, is what I do, and my research is on motivation of various sorts.
No. Okay. And then I told you the students will only read a small part
Yes,
from your book about,
yes,
I give a topic about sexual arousal or sexual
yes,
desire more.
yes.
Uh, but can you tell me why you wrote the book? Maybe I show it to the students for a while. This is
That
the book.
looks familiar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you tell me why you wrote it?
I wish I could explain. Perhaps I need to explain why I got into sexual research and to begin with. And we have to blame a Dutchman for that. That's Eric Janssen, who invited me to Amsterdam. I'd published on things of feeding, drinking, aggression, exploration, sex, the various different motivations I'd published in that area. And Eric Janssen came to a conference that I was speaking at in England, and he said he liked the paper I'd written in 1987, I think it was, something like that. He liked it, and would I like to come to Amsterdam at some stage to speak at an international conference there? I said, well, of course, yes, I would. And so I thought, well, I must have to find something rather more original to say if it's going to speak at an international conference. So I looked through the literature on sex, sexual desire, sexual arousal to come to terms with it and try to present something new, which I think I succeeded in doing. And then that was published in Journal of Sex Research. From that, I thought, well, why not write a book about this? And then the book that you just lifted up came out of that, and things started to fit together. And at that stage, I thought a book could be justified when things fitted together. There was a storyline coming out of it all, I felt. That's the best answer I can give.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. And
Okay.
how was it received? And or how do you reflect on it now, especially the part on sexual arousal or sexual desire?
Well, in general, it was very well received by many people. The eminent Dutch sexologist Walter Everard, I don't think I pronounced that too correctly, but I think your students will understand. He wrote a great review, what he sent back to me, and I think you wrote a review, if I remember rightly, as well in Toates for, how you say? Toates
Sex-
for, you call
Sexology, but sexuology.
it. That's it. um, and I got some very favourable reviews. It only received one bad review, and this was some a hardcore radical social constructionist who didn't much like it. He didn't really like biology. I think he felt that sex has nothing to do with biology, which is a rather strange view that I've never really been able to get my mind around. But in general, it's been very well received. And I got a number of invitations based on it, several in the Netherlands, to the Dutch Open University, and last year to a conference at the psychiatric clinic in Assen. Is that Assaen? Is that Assen?
Yeah.
Assen? In October. So it's been good, and I've had nice words from a number of Dutch and other researchers into sexology. So I feel happy with the way it's gone.
Thank you. Uh, and then the course, which is only sexual desire, is a small topic.
Mm,
There are some more topics, but this question is not about sexual desire, but do you think science, psychology, clinical psychology can contribute to current societal issues in general?
Yes, I think it can. And I think that in particular, when we look at the nature of what is sexually arousing for men and sexually arousing for women, I think there we can use the insights coming from psychology to inform social issues and inform the general public about what's going on. There's a lot of ignorance out there about the nature of sexual desire and sexual arousal. And I think that the formal study within science can illuminate the public understanding.
Okay, thank you. And the last question is, do you have a tip, a message for our psychology students? They are in their third year, bachelor.
Ah, wow, what can I say? I don't know. I wish I did. My tip to all students is about everything, keep it simple. And I try, whether I succeed or not, is another matter, but I try to be as clear and simple in my writing as I possibly can, and assume that the person reading what I have written, don't assume that they're completely ignorant, of course, but assume they don't really understand what it is you're talking about. Write in such a way that they can understand it. Maybe check what you write with somebody else, get them to read it and see whether they understand it. That's possibly, stick to it. Be motivated. Work long hours. Now, it isn't easy, but the rewards are there.